Our abode in this world is transitory. Our life therein is but alone. Our breaths are numbered and our indolence is manifest. Have earnestness for death and you have life.
It is a matter of shame that in the morning the birds should be awake earlier than you. Cooperate with one another and do not bear grudges of jealousy. Do not follow vain desires, for verily he who prospers is preserved from loss, greed, and anger. Be good to others, that will protect you against evil. O men, you are busy working for the world, and the world is busy trying to turn you out. If you expect the blessings of God, be kind to his people. If you want to control other people, first control yourself. Run away from greatness, and greatness will follow you. Piety is the most solid goodness, and the vilest of what is evil is vice. Cursed is the man who dies, but the evil done by him survives. Do not deceive or be faithless even with your enemy. Maybe a thing that you do not like is really in your interest. It is possible that a thing that you may desire may be against your interest. You should not quarrel with your neighbor, for he will remain where he is, but your high-handedness will become the talk of the people. In the matter of justice, all should be equal in your eyes. No amount of worrying can change the future. Go easy on yourself, for the outcome of all affairs is determined by God's decree. If something is meant to go elsewhere, it will never come your way, but if it is yours by destiny, from you it cannot flee. Doing good for good done to you is simply repayment, whereas doing good for an evil done to you is a tremendous virtue. The person I like most is the one who points out my defects. Acquire to habits the habit of speaking the truth, and the habit to do good deeds. Acquire wisdom from the story of the dead. The world is proud, leave it alone, lest it entraps by its guises, and teaches you pride which will keep you away from God. Make a purpose for life, then utilize all your strength to achieve it. You would definitely be successful. I am astonished with him who regards the reality of the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yet remembers others and asks for their assistance. Test the worldly people in any matter you wish to, and you would find them to be no less than snakes and scorpions. Do not be a slave to others when Allah has created you free. Nothing hurts a good soul, and a kind heart more than to live amongst people who cannot understand it. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Life consists of 2 days, one for you, one against you. So when it's for you, don't be proud or reckless, and when it's against you, be patient. for both days are tasked for you. Take care of your tongue like the way you take care of gold and silver. A wise man's silence is the safest reply to a fool. There is no rest for the person who is envy, and there is no love for the person who is bad manners. When you get ill, do not get nervous about it, and try as much as possible to be hopeful. There is a key to every door, and a dawn to every dark night. Do not let your difficulties fill you with anxiety. After all, it is only in the darkest nights that the stars shine more brilliantly. Aim to live in this world without allowing the world to live inside you, because when a boat sits on water, sails perfectly, but when water enters inside the boat, it sinks. A person is weighed by his speech and valued by his action. So say that which is weighty, and do that which has great value. Quite often, a tongue destroys a person. Our followers are like bees which live among birds. None of the birds recognize the bees because of their small size and weakness. They would not treat them this way if they realized that these very small bees can carry honey which is very valuable in their stomachs. He is the wisest and the most knowing man, who advises people not to lose hope and faith in the mercy of Allah, and not to be too sure and overconfident of immunity from his wrath and punishment. Be obscure and do not attempt to be famous. Do not elevate yourself in order to be remembered. Learn and conceal. Find safety in silence. You will please the righteous people, and you will outrage the wicked. A brother is like gold, and a friend is like diamond. If gold cracks, you can melt it and make it just like it was before. If a diamond cracks, it can never be like it was before. Wisdom will not be gained unless through following the right path. Avoid oppressing the one who does not have any supporter against you other than the Almighty God. Do not be among those who are concerned about the sins of others, while neglectful of their own sins. Tolerance is man's ornament. Keeping promises is a sign of nobility, and bonding with others is grace. Death with dignity is better than life with humility. Observe your physical health in your lifetime. Whoever seeks the satisfaction of people through disobedience of God, then God subjects him to people